This is Carl the Cobra Frutch, and you're watching Lights Out.
This is Faisal Khan for Lights Out.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so this is Faisal Khan for Lights Out, proudly sponsored by Spartans Law. And with me, I'm delighted to be joined by Fran Hennessy. We're here at the iconic York Hall. She's full of smiles because she makes her pro debut this Saturday night. I mean, I've interviewed a lot of fighters that are just about to make their pro debut. They don't seem as happy as you do, but firstly, how are you? You must be very excited to be making your pro debut this Saturday.
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you for asking, Fran.
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I can't wait, you know. This has been my dream since I was a little girl, and I just can't wait till Saturday to show everyone what I can do.
Another Hennessy in the sport. It seems like the Hennessy family just keeps on growing and growing in boxing.
I know, it's mad, and if you told my dad that a few years ago, he'd think, oh, what's going on? 2 kids in the game, you know, it's not ideal for a parent, is it? But yeah, it's mad. Me and my brother, we train alongside each other, and we'll go to the very top together.
Well, it's exciting to see you making your pro debut at the iconic York Hall. And I understand that you've been doing a lot of work with Bradley Skeet, former British and European champion. I understand you've done some work with Savannah Marshall. So, you know, educate me a bit. Tell me a bit about you. I mean, what's life like for you outside of boxing? Do you work? And has it always been boxing the road that you've wanted to go down?
You know what? Yeah, it has always been boxing. For me, in my mind, it's always been boxing. Since I was a young girl, you know, I've always been in and around Savannah. One of my first boxing experiences was with Savannah Marshall. She took me round sparring, and as a young girl, that was honestly amazing. It made me realise that I could do, you know, women can box, and I was amazed by it. So being in and around Savannah growing up has been amazing for me. And as you said, I've just, well, not just, but me and Brad have been training together for almost a year now, and having that experience around me is amazing. You know, Brad's not just a trainer to me as well. We're like family. We'll do anything for each other, and it's great to have that in your camp because it makes you feel that little bit more secure.
Nonetheless, as I said, it is another Hennessy in the sport. We all know what Mick has done with the likes of Tyson Fury, Hughie Fury, Savannah Marshall. So, I mean, your life must have been pretty interesting growing up around the likes of the Furies and the Savannah Marshalls. I mean, what's been your fondest memory so far in your journey of boxing, Fran?
Definitely when I was about 11-year-old, like Savannah taking me around sparring, showing me a few things. That was one of the best days, even till now. That was one of the best days of my life. As a young girl, I was so happy to just be in and around it and see that women can do it. And Savannah, she's such an inspiration to me. You know, she's just one of the loveliest people. So.
Well, it's fight night on Saturday, pro debut, as I keep on mentioning. Firstly, what can we expect to see from you on fight night? I mean, just talk to us about your weight, your style, and what the journey is going to be like for you throughout the next 18 months. What are the main targets and goals you want to hit within from now to the next 18 months?
So obviously I'm doing my first pro fight at bantamweight. I can't wait. I think my style's not the same as a lot of boxers' styles. You know, I'm quite unique. I like to have my hands down, flare. Sometimes I'll have one hand up. You know, I switch it up a lot. I'm quite unpredictable. So I think you can expect fireworks from me. Yeah.
I mean, women's boxing is changing as time goes on. We're now getting 3-minute rounds, 12 rounds altogether, which is a massive thing for boxing, and I'm glad to see that as well. So you're coming at a time where there's a lot of eyes on women's boxing now. Some women fighters are getting pushed very quickly, world title fights after 6 or 7 fights. I mean, is that fair to say that's going to be the case with you, where perhaps maybe this time next year you might even fancy going for a world title?
Look, you never know, do you? You never know, but I'm very young, you know, I need to gain that bit of experience, and we're just going to take every step as it comes, you know. Who knows where I'll be in 5-6 fights, but I know whatever happens, I will become a world champion, and I'd like to be a young one as well. So.
I know you spent a lot of time around Savannah Marshall. She signed a contract to go into MMA. Yeah, I mean, make of it what you want. I would have liked to have seen a rematch with Clarissa Shields, but it does seem as if we might see that fight take place in the octagon. What was your thoughts on Savannah crossing over to the MMA front?
Look, I think it's great. You know, I think it's great. I think if they have that fight in the MMA cage, it's going to be so exciting. I think it's going to bring more MMA fans to boxing, more boxing fans to MMA. It's great, really. I think. yeah, it's just bringing more eyes to the sport, and like I think the Savannah versus Clarissa rematch will happen in the boxing ring anyways, so whether that's before or after the cage, who knows, but they're both exciting fights. So
Chantelle Cameron, Katie Taylor, we saw the press conference this week. Yeah, it's a huge rematch, probably the biggest fight of Katie Taylor's career. What's she got to do differently, and how do you see the rematch panning out?
Look, it's a great fight, isn't it? You know, they're both great fighters. You know, they're both doing amazing things for women's sport. I think, you know, Katie just pushed that pressure a bit more, maybe box her a little bit more. I don't really know. It's a tough one to call. You know, Katie, you know, she's a great fighter, very determined, so she can always pull it out of the bag. You know, she's always had that mindset. Yeah, they're both great fighters, and to be honest, I'm 50-50 with it. I hate to be that person, but I don't really know what way it's going to go.
Fran, before I let you go, just let the fans know, what are we going to see from you on Saturday night at the iconic York Hall?
You're going to see a very classy, mature performance, and you're going to see fireworks, and you're going to remember my name.
Fran, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. We wish you the best of luck for Saturday night, and hopefully it's the first of many interviews. And once again, thank you very much for talking to Lights Out.
Great talking to you.